Hello, Minakaja here, and welcome to my channel. This is the first episode in my playthrough of Dragon Age Origins, and I will be playing as the Dwarven Noble. Full disclaimer, this isn't my first time playing Origins as a whole. I did beat the game and the DLC once about 7 years ago now. With that said, I've only ever played the Dalish Alpha Origin, Romancing Zevran, so some of this information will be new to me. With Veilguard having a release date for this fall, I wanted to take the chance to replay Dragon Age and brush up on some of the lore and events that happened during the games that I either missed the first time or have completely forgotten. If you're interested in watching my character creation, I will be uploading a separate video in regards to it, and I'll have that linked down in the description below. If you enjoy this video, give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss other videos like this. Without further ado, let's get into it. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Canticle of Threnodies, 8:13.
The chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. It may even be too late, for I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
3 hours later.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of 2 known remaining Dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the Dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the Dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endrin of House Aeducan, the 9th Aeducan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of Dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lady. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
Better safe than sorry. Shield me. Fuck it, we're going with it.
You sure that's all you want me to do to you?
You, my friend, are ridiculous.
One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
What sort of grievances?
The usual. This lord had my cousin killed. This lord seduced my wife. This lord did the exact thing I'd planned to do to him, but he did it first. They pose and bluster, and each pretends he is the honorable man in a den of thieves and assassins. Bah! The rest is worth seeing, though. As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Rumor has it that Harrowmont hopes you'll be swept off your feet if a well-placed young nobleman wins the provings in your honor.
Perhaps I'll go win the proving myself.
Win the proving in your own honor? That would be most interesting. Shall we then?
I'd like to see these merchants.
With you as always, my lady. The day is ours until the feast.
Fantastic. Alright, running around collecting this stuff. Crystal contains an image of the city of Orzammar. With the codex entries, I'll probably make a separate episode so that anybody that is interested in hearing them can watch it, but anybody who's not interested doesn't have to listen to it. Alright, before I make it much further, let's take a look. I want this short bow. What does Gorham have? Is this better? No, his does 7. +2 damage versus Darkspawn. Wow. Is that better? No? 0.5 health regeneration in combat. He really has everything, doesn't he? Alright, starting... Oh. On early Dwarven history. Very nice. So, let's see. I'm supposed to go over here, so I want to go left and explore.
No sign of trouble here.
Sir? It's the palace hallway. What kind of trouble are you expecting? Anyways, I want to explore...
No, I cannot.
I was going to say explore everywhere that I can, but I guess I can't go in there.
My Lord Balin? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry, Your Highness.
Housekeeping. Letter from Rika. Pile of books. A chest.
There we go.
Another short bow. Are you Rika? I'll go with you in a minute. A Dwarven merchant belt. Let's check that. It's exactly the same. Okay. Increases monetary gain. I definitely want that. Hello.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Prince Balin coming down the hall. Forgive me.
Mm. What are you doing in my brother's quarters?
She's, it seems she's one of your brother Balin's newest, companions. Prince Balin is attending the feast being held in Lady Aeducan's honor.
Yes, of course. It was presumptuous of me to think that he would return to... I am sorry. I will show myself out. With your leave, my lady.
Go or stay. I don't care.
Thank you. I will go now.
I believe that I too will go, as I have successfully looted everything from in here. I'm coming out this way. What's over here?
I am at your service. I am proud to serve the Aeducan.
Great, thanks.
I am afraid not.
Man, I can't go anywhere in this damn place.
I am at your service.
Thank you. Running over this way. That's where I'm supposed to go. What's in here?
It cannot be done. No, I cannot.
Let me in! Let me in!
Ridiculous. Hello. Alright.
Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
Okay.
Good day, Lady Aeducan.
Good day.
I'm sure we can work this out reasonably. It's in the records. There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure about that?
Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lady Aeducan, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Aeducan, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
What's going on here?
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
That's a serious charge.
He deserves to die for what he has written of Paragon Volney.
Tell me what it says, Scholar.
My work tells the stories of all those raised to paragons in the last 500 years. When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
Get to the point. Why is Brunton so angry?
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. One vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
That is very true. The Scholar's right.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your Paragon Aeducan?
The truth is more important than your pride.
You would not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now, excuse me, Your Highness.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lady?
Oh, gosh. What do you think, Scholar?
Well, historically, it has been prudent to eliminate a small threat before it becomes larger.
Well, yes. But also, if you go eliminating anybody who might later become a threat, there's not going to be anybody around. I'm not that prudent. Let the poor fool live.
As you say.
You've shown House Aeducan a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people.
Perhaps a sign of your gratitude is in order.
Of course. A copy of A History of Aeducan, Paragon King, and Peacemaker, perhaps?
I was thinking more of your gold.
Of course. Here you go. I'll just be about my work then.
Oh, good day to you, sir. Oh, damn! 3 gold, 25 silver, and 15 copper. You're the man. Thank you. Alright. Oh.
For such a small bolt of cloth, that's outrageous. You certainly have some gall, merchant.
But my not what I meant, my lord. My lord!
Hmm?
The finest in home decorations!
If you say so, sir. Hello?
Did you see those noble hunters? Shameful.
Noble hunters.
The noble hunters are out in force, it seems.
Am I gonna get attacked in the plaza? The hell is a noble hunter?
Friend. Enjoying the festivities so far?
Quite.
Have you heard about tomorrow's assault on the Darkspawn burrows? They say they are going to strike a blow at the Horde, but rumor has it they are actually searching for Bronca.
The Paragon? Why search? The ancestors have risen her up to join them.
You don't think she's still out there?
Impossible.
Paragon Bronca, huh? Nothing over there. Hello.
It's so interesting to see a lady chosen to be commander.
Sir? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Your misogyny is showing, buddy.
Nothing beats a good set of steel cutlery.
You are absolutely correct.
My Lady Aeducan, you honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Of course, good merchant.
Please, look as you will.
Thanks. Oh, cool. Sell those, that, those two, and that. Oh, noble clothing. Expensive garment features finely embroidered silk panels and elegant stitching in gold and silver thread. I'm gonna sell this grease trap. I don't use the traps ever. Glamour charm. This minor magical charm captures the viewer's attention and distract. Ooh, pretty. Moving on. I don't think there was anybody else to talk to in this area. Oh, silk merchant, armor merchant. I definitely want to talk to the armor merchant. Hello?
Atrastvala, big sister. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my siblings second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
What a dick. Is that a Treant thing, or is that like a Dwarven thing because of the castes and the segregation and the history behind it all? It seems like it would be more of a Dwarven thing than a Treant thing, but the fact that he's the heir apparent probably doesn't help anything. I go where I want, when I want, Treant.
Your lack of a sense of duty to your house is obvious. I can't imagine why you're receiving a commission. I expect after tomorrow I'll spend much time apologizing to the heads of the noble houses for the deaths of their children under your incompetent command.
That's a bit harsh, isn't it, Trian?
As heir to the throne, it is my duty to impart wisdom and judgment upon those who need it. Now then, you, get to the feast.
There'd have to be judgment and wisdom to be imparted, otherwise you're just being a dick. It's cute how you think you can order me around.
I'd advise you to watch that tongue, dear sibling. Father will not live forever. Come, Balin.
Bruh.
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
Perhaps becoming king will calm Treant? I doubt it. When has a person in power, receiving more power, calmed down? It just makes them more tyrannical. It makes them take advantage of the situation and the system even more than they already do. It's not gonna calm him down. He means well.
You always defend him. I wish I had your understanding.
Okay.
Look at this piece, darling. It rivals even the work of the Paragon Smith herself.
Nonsense, woman. Your words bring shame upon our house. See how the edges are rough and pitted? Would you compare this to Bronca's work? Trust a woman to speak of things she doesn't understand. Be quiet now and pray the ancestors deliver Bronca back safely.
Everybody down here is such an asshole. Is it because they never get any sunshine? Seems so ridiculous. Why?
My Lady Aeducan, nothing here rivals your amazing Aeducan armor, but if you wish something made...
You know very well House Aeducan has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me.
Tell me about your pieces.
Your Highness's legendary prowess is matched only by your kindness.
I didn't ask about my legendary prowess or my kindness. I asked about your wares. Tell me about the armor you make.
I buy only the finest iron ore, and personally oversee the armor's crafting by the most skillful of the smith caste.
Fascinating. Thank you.
Of course. The honor was all mine.
Have a good day, sir. Marty.
What about that one? I doubt he's up to the task. I'm not going down that road again.
Oh, I would love to end up with a red head.
Would that Sir Blackstone were noble, Stand up straight. They're coming.
Greetings, my lady. May I say you look striking today. Is this your paramour? He wears both his vambraces, unmarried and eligible.
I'm flattered, ladies, but I'm not a noble. I'm a knight of the warrior caste.
Warrior caste isn't bad.
Tally, we didn't pay gold for these permits to take warrior caste.
I guess you're right. Sorry, sir.
These have got to be the noble hunters. Why does it matter if you're noble, Gorim?
They're noble hunters, my lady. Because a man takes his caste from his father, they hope to bear a noble lord's son. If a noble hunter succeeds, she is raised up to join the house as a concubine to care for her son. It brings new swords to a house, so many nobles look favorably on such women.
Well, it's understandable. Is that what Balin is doing with Rika? He's gonna court her and have, I guess, a child with her and raise her up to take care of him? Because what was the tattoo on her face probably meant something, I think. Because nobody else here has tattoos on their faces. We could certainly use more Aeducan swords.
Then perhaps you'd tell your brothers to come say hello?
Tally, mind your manners.
Which one? One of them already has a mistress and the other is a complete asshole. No, it's alright. I'll mention you.
My lady is kind and generous beyond her duty.
So I keep being told. Take that. And that. And that. Man, the things you find laying around. Nope. I wanted to talk to this guy first.
Invest in the next great trade expedition!
Good talk.
Greetings, my Lady Aeducan. I am so honored to have you visit my booth. I have a proposition, but I dared not approach.
Yet you dare now.
It's alright, I'll hear him out.
Very well then, speak.
Yes, just so. Here's the thing. What I mean to say is...
It's alright.
Sorry. So nervous. I had a dagger made for you as a gift for your first command. Sent a messenger to deliver the dagger to you. Prince Trian had him thrown out. I don't know what offense he caused, but I had him beaten severely.
Why? Let me see this dagger.
Here it is, Your Highness.
That's an amazing piece, merchant.
You do me much honor, sir. The blade has been crafted over a period of 2 years by masters of every art. I wish to bless the lady's first command and hope that someday, when she rules, she will wear it.
Trian is heir. He will rule when King Endrin returns to the stone.
If the assembly wills it. Forgive me, sir, but whispers say the second child of Endrin will be chosen.
Whispers indeed. It's a princely gift. If Trian recognizes it, though, it may send the wrong message. Or the right one, depending on your view.
I'm sure Trian absolutely loves that there's whispers about my taking the throne instead of him. I'll take the dagger.
Thank you. You bring uncountable honor to me.
What he means is that you'll bring uncountable gold to him if you wear that piece in public.
Well, that's fine too. Let's see. Oh, wrong button. Let's check these. None of them 4.4 damage. +1 electricity damage. Ooh. Dagger is originally of Antivan make, crafted as a gift for the head of a dwarven clan in Orzammar. Eventually, it was revealed as a bribe to obtain illicit lyrium, ruining the clan in question and forcing them to flee to the surface. I thought he said he made it for over 2 years. Was he enchanting it for 2 years?
Only the freshest food for your noble table.
Great.
Most exotic wares in Orzammar.
Can I see them?
You are a treasure of House Aeducan, my lady.
Thanks. I'm glad you noticed.
Oh, Lady Aeducan, here, in my booth.
Yes.
I am so...
Oh. Buddy.
Fated. You make quite the impression these days. Is it hard to be the king's child, never able to just blend in?
I am what the ancestors made me.
As are we all. Shall we move along?
Indeed we shall. Hello.
My lady, are you heading to the proving arena?
I was considering it.
We have been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded.
What? Why?
I did mention the merchants that won permits to show their goods in the Diamond Quarter. There were only so many permits auctioned off, and quite a few were turned away. Your father fears you will be harassed on the way to the proving.
That makes sense. This is silly, but I will comply.
Will we be leaving then?
Yes.
We are at your command.
Your Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor?
No, I've come to fight.
Your Highness, this proving is in your honor.
Then honor her by doing as she says. Lady Aeducan will fight in this proving.
I will honor today's warriors by testing their skills.
Of course, it is well within your rights. Men and women of Orzammar, we have a late entry to these provings, held on the eve of battle for the honor of House Aeducan. I give you the Lady Aeducan herself! Are you ready for your first match?
Of course.
Then let us begin! This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Aeducan. Lady Aeducan will fight Alair Bimo, youngest son of Lord Bimo.
You honor me with this match.
The honor is mine.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
As you say. Very well.
Very nice.
The winner is Lady Aeducan. That was quite a fight. Alair Bimo is no slouch with that hammer. Are you ready for your next opponent?
Who is my next opponent?
Adal Helmi, another female warrior and a tenacious fighter.
Good. It will be an interesting fight.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Aeducan. Lady Aeducan will fight Adal Helmi, eldest daughter of Lady Helmi.
You are my inspiration, Your Highness, and to all of us who follow your example and live by the sword.
Thank you.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Yes. Of course. This will not end well for you! Flee while you can! Be gone!
The winner is Lady Aeducan. That was a crowd pleaser. I can't remember the last time we had two female warriors of such skill. Sir Blackstone is your next opponent. Are you ready to face him?
What can you tell me about Sir Blackstone?
One of the best of the warrior caste. He achieved glory in close combat assault in the deep roads.
Very nice. I'm ready to fight.
Then let us begin. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Aeducan. Lady Aeducan will fight Sir Blackstone, Deep Road squad leader of the warrior caste.
This is your education, child. Try to learn as you bleed.
I will.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
More foes approach. Very well. Paragons, watch over me!
Greetings.
The winner is Lady Aeducan. Well done. You have proven that even the best of the warrior caste cannot match a noble Aeducan. Franlin Ivo is your final opponent. He too has had many victories today. Are you ready to face him, or will you rest first?
What can you tell me about Franlin Ivo?
He is a decorated fighter who prefers unusual weapons and rarely fights with the same techniques twice.
House Ivo is relatively inconsequential, but Franlin may change that. He's expected to take a full command of his own soon.
That's pretty impressive. Well, let me fight this Franlin Ivo.
Very good. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the Paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Aeducan. It is down to just two warriors, with backbones of stone and wheels of iron. They have defeated all others this day. Lady Aeducan will fight Franlin Ivo, second son of Lord Ivo.
You fight well. I wish you glory today and glory tomorrow.
May he be a stone.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. The victor is champion. Fight!
Yes. So shall it be. Of course. We have done well.
The winner is Lady Aeducan. Congratulations. Franlin Ivo is as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen. You vanquished every warrior of note in today's proving. The ceremonial helm commissioned by your father for today's winner, is yours.
Send it to Franlan Ivo. He fought bravely.
The people will remember your honor and generosity for all time.
So I keep being told.
My lady?
I'm ready to leave.
Your wish is our command.
Okay. Running through here. Oh, hello. Do you two have something to say?
Have you gone to watch the provings, my lady?
I fought in them.
They're fighting the provings in your honor, my lady. How romantic.
Sure, yeah. Let's hit this guy and...
My lady has returned. Is there something here that interests you?
Perhaps.
Please, look as you will.
Sell that and that. There was those two items as well. Alright.
Look,
hello.
My lady Aeducan. The raid tomorrow must be more than a standard mission. The Wardens only go where the Darkspawn are the greatest threat.
I love everybody talking to me at the same time. That was fantastic.
Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lady. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
First of all, your voice is majestic as hell. Second of all, of course, Lord Dace.
There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week, and a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause.
You know I don't do favors, Lord Dace.
Oh, I would never ask a favor with nothing given in return. I propose a mutually beneficial arrangement. The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause.
Is this a mutually beneficial agreement, or are you trying to bribe me with something to get what you want? Why so interested in this particular cause?
Those on the surface are our lifeline. They facilitate trade with the surface. They're honorable and, let's be honest. I don't care a whit for those who have wandered from the stone. My wife, however, is a gem of a different color. She has a cousin, a useless sort, but she's quite fond of him. He joined a speculative venture to the surface, hoping to make his fortune, and went bust. Now he wishes to come home, but he cannot, for he has no house and would be castless. For my wife's sake, I take up his cause. Will you lend me your voice?
At least he's honest. What do you need me to do?
When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
Okay. Duncan. Oh. Excuse you? I assume it was you because you're staring right at me. I'll be with you in a minute. Hey, Duncan.
Greetings, my lady Aeducan. It is an honor to meet you at last.
The honor is mine, Warden.
I have had the opportunity to recently meet with your father. He speaks highly of you. He says you may be the quickest fighter in all of House Aeducan.
My father does me a great honor.
I have no doubt it is deserved. We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Orzammar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world.
Are they being pulled away from Orzammar because of the Blight? They're being pulled to the surface, so it would make sense if they're lessening in Orzammar. I do not know as much as I should about the Grey Wardens.
You know of our dedication to destroying the Darkspawn, our frontline presence during a Blight. What else would you know?
Are there many of my people in the Grey Wardens?
Over the centuries, many dwarves have made names for themselves in our order. These days, however, there are fewer dwarves and thus even fewer Dwarven Grey Wardens. A pity, since Dwarven warriors have the most experience fighting Darkspawn.
We do. What does the joining entail?
Being a Grey Warden means abandoning all ties to your old life. It means dedicating yourself to destroying the Darkspawn.
Could I join the Grey Wardens and stay in Orzammar?
I'm afraid not. Grey Wardens go where they're needed most. Right now, that is on the surface at the ruins of Ostagar, where the human king gathers his armies to face the Blight.
I wish I could join you.
Truly? Then I will speak to your father after tomorrow's battle. I have my doubts he will relent, but there is always hope. Until then, good luck to you. Show the Darkspawn what your people are made of.
I get the feeling it's going to come back to bite me in the ass. Wish I could join you. Alright, what do you want?
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did.
Excuse me?
Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you.
Okay. If you have something to say, do so.
If you are to play in the games of the Assembly, make sure you know the motivations of the players. Last spring, a guild from the Merchant caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the Merchant Guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster.
Ah. So this is Lord Dace's play to recover his losses?
Clever child. Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmi, Bimo, Aeducan.
Helmi, didn't I fight a lady Helmi in the provings just barely? Also, bruh, I'm rich as hell. I don't care if I lose a little money if it means the dwarves can come back. If the surface dwellers return to their noble houses...
You begin to see the whole picture. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the surfacers' kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace.
I mean, I don't know how much of it's a great victory for Lord Dace as it is just you don't want to spend the money. Standing up for the surfacers is the right thing to do.
The Surface Caste gave up their noble ties willingly, generations ago. Will you humiliate your house and your father for them?
I mean, maybe things should change a little bit. I'll think about it.
Well, don't think too long.
Ma'am, you are very condescending with that information. I am 100% sure that you could have...
May the Paragons watch over your command.
Thank you. Could have delivered that information differently.
You know your name has been mentioned in the Assembly.
I have heard, yes. Okay. You know, I might have been a lot more receptive to listening to what she had to share if she hadn't have been so demeaning when she was talking about it. Orzammar history chapter on golems. Fuck yeah. I want to read that. Oh, loot. Dagger. Hello.
It is good to see you, my lady.
And you?
You look radiant today, my lady.
Thanks.
Your Highness,
what a surprise. I apologize if we are in your way.
I literally came in the kitchen, bro. It's fine.
I am at your service, my lady.
Thank you.
I have done it.
Ooh. Am I just in the larder stealing stuff? I mean, am I in the larder looting stuff? Alright, let's see. There's nothing there.
There we go.
There we go. Dagger? Man, there's lots of daggers just sitting around.
Success.
Success. Elf fruit? That's good. Never say no to elf fruit. Make some healing potions. Let's see. Got 3 iron daggers. What is this hail rune? +5 physical resistance. This is an old Teventer symbol for endurance. You can upgrade weapons by enchanting them with runes. Enchantment. Alright, going back in here. I don't have anything to say to him, so...
My king, please reconsider. The trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Sharok will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Oh, damn.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my sweet daughter. How fine you look in your grandmother's armor. I hear you were declared champion of the provings. I suppose you were never one to sit by when something exciting was going on. Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses?
He certainly doesn't mess around. He's very no-nonsense from the appearance of it. Of course, father.
So dutiful. Very well, let us begin. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the paragon Aeducan. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better?
I have a question. I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House Dace, speak.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the so-called service caste. What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
They are as we are and should have their rights returned.
Thank you, my lady. I am satisfied.
Then if there are no other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander. Tomorrow, our newest commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads. Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth. We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the provings, or getting some rest in his rooms.
What do you want with Trian?
Don't question everything. Just go for the ancestors' sake.
Alright, sorry. I was just a little curious, that's all. Oh, hi. Do you have anything else to say?
May House Aeducan grow in strength and power.
Thanks, buddy.
That was well spoken.
Thank you.
You're most certainly welcome. So few young people will stand up for what they believe in. Now I must be off to prepare for tomorrow. Do excuse me.
Okay, bye. So we go find Trian. Look at those short legs go.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I really am. I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Let's see. That's my room over there. Is it this one? It's gotta be this one. Hello? Oh, very nice.
I am done.
Dwarven armored gloves, huh? I can't put them on. Trian's journal. Let me crack open your journal right in front of you. Because that's not invasive at all.
So you are a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father?
I am. Father wants to see you, Trian.
Of course he does. We must discuss strategy before tomorrow's battle. Balin, stay here and stroke the new commander's conceit if you like, but then get to bed.
I honestly don't know how you put up with him.
I don't know either. Smile, nod, do my duty.
I wish that sense of duty and family loyalty was shared by our elder brother.
I think it is in its own convoluted way. He's just very poor at showing it. What are you talking about?
Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big sister, Trian is going to try to kill you.
What?
I wouldn't have believed it myself if I hadn't overheard him giving orders to his men. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right.
I mean, there were whispers that the Assembly was talking more about making me heir than they were Trian. Like, moving to put me on the throne, even if he is named heir. I imagine that if I'm hearing them, he certainly is. Why would he want to simply let that happen? I'm not the heir, he is.
Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly, and he was a commoner.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Twice, it was a woman.
Wouldn't she just be queen then? I mean, semantics, I guess, but... So, Trian thinks the Assembly will prefer me?
Look at it from his perspective. You're more personable than he's ever been. You entered the provings held in your own honor just for glory and to please the crowds. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian fears father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside.
I mean, logically, if he's been raised from birth expecting to be the heir, of course it's going to be upsetting if somebody is moved and placed on the throne when he should have been the one to essentially be there, but also knowing the fact that the Assembly can decide to vote anybody there despite what the king says or who the king names heir means that it's not a guaranteed thing. What's your angle in this?
It seems Trian has shown that brothers can't always be trusted. I am next in line. If Trian succeeds in his plot against you, how long do you think I'll live?
I don't like that. Brothers can't always be loyal. Got two brothers. I won't fight Trian.
You're my elder. I'll respect any decision you make, but please be careful. I don't want to lose my dearest sister.
I'm glad for your concern, Balin. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
May the Paragon smile down on you.
Alright guys, that is where I'm going to end this episode. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on notifications so you don't miss other videos. Be sure to check out my socials for updates and clips from my videos, and I will see you all next time.